Tori Roloff arrested? Fans are reeling from the shocking allegations. Zach betrayed? Speculation is mounting about a painful betrayal behind closed doors. And now, their family home is officially listed for $1.5 million. What is really going on with the Roloff family? Has TLC's favorite couple finally reached breaking point? The rumors are loud. The headlines? Relentless. And the Roloffs, once seen as a picture of unity, are now in the middle of a public storm that no one saw coming. In today's deep dive investigation, we're unpacking the most explosive developments in Little People, Big World history. This isn't just another family squabble. This is a series of events that could change the Roloff legacy forever. We begin with Tori Roloff's alleged legal troubles, a stunning twist that has fans scouring for answers. What really happened? And why has the rumor mill gone into overdrive? Then, we turn our focus to Zach Roloff, who's reportedly been betrayed by someone dangerously close. The trust that held our family together may have been shattered, and fans are pointing fingers. And if that weren't enough, the final blow. The Roloffs have listed their Oregon home for an eye-popping $1.5 million. Why now? Why this home? And what does it mean for the couple's future, both on and off TLC's cameras? Whether you're a diehard fan of the show or just curious about what's spiraling behind the scenes, this video covers every twist, every clue, and every shocking reveal. So sit tight, because what you're about to hear may just change how you see the Roloff family forever. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. The internet exploded with whispers, theories, and outrage. Was Tori Roloff really arrested during a family outing? According to several viral social media posts, the incident allegedly took place at a local park in Oregon just weeks ago. The unconfirmed reports claim that Tori became involved in a heated altercation with another parent over what started as a minor disagreement involving their children. One post described the situation escalating so quickly that police were called to the scene, and bystanders reportedly caught the entire episode on camera. Screenshots began to surface on, formerly Twitter, and Reddit, with users alleging they saw Tori being taken aside by officers and put into a squad car for questioning. Other eyewitnesses say she was simply separated for crowd control purposes, not formally arrested. Some even speculated that the entire incident was blown out of proportion by people who recognized her and wanted attention. Several Instagram stories, now deleted, from people claiming to be at the park that day described Tori as being visibly emotional and yelling. Still, without clear footage or an official police report, the truth remains murky, which, of course, only fuels more online speculation. So, what is actually confirmed? Was Tori Roloff formally arrested? The answer, at this point, appears to be no. Local police have not released a statement, and no arrest records bearing her name have surfaced in public databases. What may have occurred, according to a source close to the Roloff family, is a temporary detainment for questioning after the altercation. A brief detainment is not the same as an arrest. It simply means police held someone temporarily while gathering facts. If true, this would still mark a major public incident for the former TLC star. And then there's this. Tori went completely silent on social media for 48 hours immediately following the alleged incident. For a content creator who typically posts daily, if not multiple times a day, this sudden digital blackout sent fans into a frenzy. Was this just a coincidence? Or a coordinated move by her PR team to manage the narrative? Some fans believe it was a clear sign of damage control, a chance for her and Zach to regroup and plan a response. Others think it shows she was genuinely shaken by what happened. Either way, the silence only deepened the mystery. Fans are divided, and loudly so. On one side, you have loyal followers who rushed to defend Tori, calling the story totally out of character. They say she's a devoted mom, a grounded public figure, and someone who would never deliberately stir up trouble. One comment on Instagram read, "Tori's being dragged through the mud for what? Being human? Give her a break." But others aren't so forgiving. A growing number of critics, especially in Reddit forums and YouTube comment threads, believe this incident is part of a bigger pattern of emotional instability. Some are even questioning her mental health, referencing past posts where she opened up about struggling with stress and burnout. The most vocal group of skeptics are accusing Tori of playing the victim and using her influencer status to avoid accountability. They point out how the media has been suspiciously quiet, and TLC has made no official comment. And let's not forget, this all unfolds against a backdrop of major family tension, house sales, and relationship rumors. To some, this is just the latest crack in the Roloff family image. What impact could this have on her public persona? A momfluencer and reality star getting into a public altercation, whether or not she was arrested, could mean brand partnerships are at risk, fan loyalty could waver, and her influence could take a serious hit. Now, let's talk about TLC. You'd think that with a rumor this big, involving one of their most recognizable stars, the network would issue a swift denial or clarification. But no, there's been radio silence. According to insiders, TLC is in wait-and-see mode. One source, speaking anonymously to a fan blog, said that producers are watching very carefully how this plays out. They're worried about brand image, especially since the network has come under fire before for not addressing cast controversies promptly. It's worth noting that the Roloff family, especially Zach and Tori, have already been pulling back from filming commitments. Tori herself hinted earlier this year that she's ready to move on from being in front of the camera full-time. Could this incident accelerate that timeline? Some fans think so. There's growing speculation that TLC may cut ties quietly, especially if more damaging details emerge. Others believe the network may leverage the controversy to boost ratings. After all, drama sells. Still, there's a real possibility that this could spell the beginning of the end for Tori Roloff's relationship with the network. One more public misstep, and TLC might decide it's not worth the risk. And in the meantime, the silence from both Tori and TLC has left fans hanging, confused, conflicted, and combing every online post for clues. As the Roloff drama unfolds, fans are now zeroing in on the most painful piece of this saga: betrayal. Not by a stranger, not by a distant critic, but by someone close. Someone Zach once trusted. There are growing rumors that private family matters were leaked, and not to tabloids, but directly into the underbelly of social media, where things spread like wildfire. Screenshots, whispers, and anonymous claims allege that deeply personal details about Tori's recent mental health struggles and even the couple's financial stress following their Oregon home listing were somehow shared with outsiders. Zach's fans were quick to connect these rumors with one particularly cryptic Instagram post he made just weeks ago. "Not everyone deserves a seat at your table." A quote that sounds calm on the surface, but feels loaded with pain and hidden meaning. Who is this message for? Was Zach calling out a friend? A sibling? Or someone much closer? Family? Insiders suggest the betrayal has cut deep, and the consequences may be far-reaching. Tori and Zach's marriage under strain? Sadly, betrayal rarely stays contained, and many fans believe this breach of trust has bled into Zach and Tori's marriage. Viewers of Little People, Big World have pointed out subtle, but unmistakable, changes in the couple's dynamic in recent episodes. From awkward silences to minor disagreements about parenting and priorities, something feels different. Some moments caught on camera include Tori giving short, passive responses to Zach. Zach appearing emotionally checked out during family discussions. A tension in their body language, almost like two people carrying unspoken burdens. And when you zoom out, the pressure becomes undeniable. Raising 3 young kids, including little Josiah, who still requires extra medical attention. Tori navigating postpartum struggles, reportedly without a strong support system outside of Zach. Filming a reality show, while trying to maintain privacy and peace. Managing a household under media scrutiny, especially now with their house up for sale and headlines swirling. Could it be that this betrayal, this deep emotional wound, was the final blow to a marriage already under immense pressure? But the question on everyone's mind remains: who betrayed Zach? Who broke the trust? And for many fans, all signs seem to point toward a family member. The Roloffs have always walked a fine line between family and conflict, and some believe this time the line snapped. Tensions between Zach and his brother Jeremy have been well documented. The two reportedly stopped speaking after the feud over the Roloff family farm, and some fans now speculate that Jeremy, or perhaps his wife Audrey, could be behind the leaks. Audrey is no stranger to sharing her version of reality online. And with their own brand to maintain, could there be motivation to stir controversy or reclaim control over the narrative? Others question whether Amy or Matt Roloff, Zach's own parents, may have played an unintentional role. Could Matt's public comments about the farm or the family's finances have pushed internal issues into the spotlight? Or could Amy, in her desire to keep peace, have trusted someone who later spilled more than they should? The fallout is real, and it's messy. Even longtime fans are saying, something feels broken in this family, beyond repair. Then there's Zach himself, the quiet storm in the middle of all this chaos. Those who've followed Zach for years say they've never seen him like this. In interviews on the show and in recent photos, Zach appears detached, withdrawn, almost faded. Gone is the outspoken father, the eager problem solver, the man trying to hold the family legacy together. What remains is someone who seems tired, hurt, worn out. His recent absence from major family gatherings, his minimal involvement in promoting Little People, Big World, and his silent demeanor on social media have all sparked one alarming theory. Zach might be preparing to leave the show, and possibly to walk away from the family spotlight for good. Fans are worried, and rightfully so, because when the heart of the show starts dimming, it means something is deeply broken behind the scenes. Could Zach be silently plotting a future that doesn't include TLC, the family farm, or even Tori? One thing is certain. The betrayal was real. And whatever trust was lost, it's now affecting every corner of Zach's life, his career, his marriage, and most tragically, his peace. In a surprising turn of events that has set the Roloff fandom abuzz, Zach and Tori Roloff's family home in Battleground, Washington has officially been listed on real estate websites with an asking price of $1.5 million. The listing, confirmed through multiple reputable platforms, showcases the stunning two-story property the couple has called home since moving out of Oregon. And this isn't just any home, it's a dream residence with all the bells and whistles. Spanning nearly 3,600 square feet, the home is a modern farmhouse-style property nestled on over 2 acres of private land. It includes 5 spacious bedrooms, a custom gourmet kitchen, vaulted ceilings, and multiple living spaces designed for family living and entertaining. The backyard features a covered patio area, play structures for the kids, and meticulously landscaped grounds, perfect for a family that loves spending time outdoors. The home also boasts luxury upgrades, from energy-efficient appliances to hand-finished hardwood floors and custom-built features that reflect Tori's distinct design aesthetic, often shared on her social media. This property, originally purchased in 2021 for around $944,000, has appreciated in value significantly, and with its pristine condition and celebrity cachet from being home to TLC stars, the $1.5 million price tag is raising eyebrows, but also appears justified. Why are they selling now? The timing of this sale has many asking, why now? Especially as rumors of tension, betrayal, and legal drama continue to swirl around Zach and Tori, fans are speculating whether this move is more than just a financial decision and possibly a strategic step towards something much deeper, a divorce. Some sources and fan theories suggest this may be a pre-divorce move, a method to quietly liquidate shared assets before any official separation is announced. It's not uncommon for couples heading towards separation to begin dividing their financial and real estate portfolios, and selling their shared home is often the first visible sign. Others argue that this could be about relocation rather than separation. Could Zach and Tori be planning to return to Oregon? Perhaps closer to the Roloff farm, or maybe to Amy and Chris Merrick, especially as the kids grow and family support becomes more critical. Given their apparent struggles being in the public eye, it's not far-fetched to consider that they might be seeking a quieter, more grounded lifestyle, one away from the glare of TLC cameras and constant fan speculation. And let's not ignore the possibility that the couple is simply taking advantage of a hot real estate market. Washington property values have soared over the past few years, and with a nearly $600,000 potential profit, this sale could be a smart financial strategy, especially if they're considering reinvestment or savings toward the children's future. As soon as the listing surfaced, the internet went into overdrive. Fans and followers flooded social media with a mix of shock, support, and concern. Some longtime viewers believe this is the final nail in the coffin, that the Roloffs are ending their chapter both on TLC and in their shared life. One user commented, "They're selling the house? That has to mean they're done with the show with each other or both." Another camp sees it as a wise and healthy decision, choosing family over fame. Supporters praise the couple for potentially walking away from the chaos and taking back control of their private life. Comments like, "I'm glad they're finally putting their kids first. Maybe this means less drama and more peace," were echoed across fan forums and Roloff-centric Facebook groups. Then, of course, there are the more out there theories that TLC is orchestrating all of this for ratings, or that the house sale is a distraction from even bigger news that's about to break. Some think the sale is the beginning of a total rebrand, that Tori and Zach may start a new venture or a reality spinoff under their own terms. Whatever the truth may be, the fans are deeply emotionally invested, and the sale has undoubtedly intensified the already bubbling speculation surrounding the couple. Perhaps the most pressing question for viewers is what this real estate move means for little people, big world. For years, Zach and Tori have been core fixtures of the show. From parenting milestones to house renovations and extended family drama, they've offered some of the most compelling storylines. But with their home on the market and whispers of personal strain, many wonder if this is the signal that their chapter on the show is coming to an end. TLC has already shifted focus slightly in recent seasons, spotlighting other Roloff family members, such as Matt and Karen's wedding planning or Amy's marriage with Chris. Could this be part of a slow phase out of Zach and Tori's storyline? If they move, especially out of state, logistics for filming become more complicated. And if they truly want to distance themselves from the spotlight, TLC may not even be part of their next chapter. Some insiders claim that contract renegotiations have stalled, and there may be creative differences brewing behind the scenes. On the other hand, this could be an opportunity for a new narrative arc, following the couple as they transition into the next stage of life, whether as co-parents, entrepreneurs, or simply as private citizens reclaiming their family time. Whatever unfolds next, one thing is clear. Zach and Tori selling their home is not just a real estate story. It's the opening move in what may be the most pivotal chapter yet in the Roloff saga. As the dust settles, or perhaps continues to swirl, fans are left with more questions than answers. A storm of developments has shaken the Roloff family to its core. The rumors of Tori's alleged arrest, the whispers of Zach's betrayal, and now the confirmed sale of their $1.5 million family home. Each of these events alone would be enough to raise eyebrows. But together, they signal something far more serious. Is this just a moment of chaos, or the beginning of the end? Fans of Little People, Big World can't help but wonder. Is this the final chapter for Zach and Tori on the show? Have their private struggles finally spilled too far into the public eye? And what will happen to the children caught in the middle of this turmoil? More importantly, will the Roloff family, once so deeply connected and publicly admired, ever reconcile? Some say this is all a strategic retreat, an attempt to step away from the spotlight and rebuild. Others believe it's a sign of something deeper unraveling. The truth may be somewhere in the middle, or it may be even more complicated than fans realize. TLC has not confirmed any changes to Zach and Tori's status on Little People, Big World. But behind the scenes, it's clear. The cameras may stop rolling, but the real-life drama continues. With their home on the market, the family dynamic fractured, and public trust wavering, what comes next for Zach and Tori? Will they move to a new state and try for a fresh start? Could a custody battle emerge if their relationship truly dissolves? Might Tori speak out publicly and reveal her side of the story? And for Matt, Amy, Jeremy, and the rest of the Roloff clan, how do they fit into this chaotic puzzle now? At the end of the day, this isn't just reality TV. It's real life. Behind the Instagram reels and staged TLC scenes are real people navigating heartbreak, betrayal, healing, and transformation. Whether it's personal drama, professional pivots, or private devastation, one thing is crystal clear. The Roloff world will never be the same again. And fans? They'll be watching, not just for gossip or headlines, but for hope, for clarity, for closure. Because even in the middle of heartbreak, people still hope for a new beginning. Will Zach and Tori rise from the ashes of this chaos? Will love prevail? Will the family ever come back together? Only time will tell. But for now, the Roloff saga continues.